back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo, and today we're going to be taking a look at the latest FIFA 22 news that EA have released. Because now we're looking at two gameplay trailers. Well, one was quite more of a live stream in which they answered some questions, but now they've revealed the pitch notes as well, which not many of you might have read. So that's why I'm going to cover it for you guys and talk about the things that we think are important, especially gameplay-wise for next year. But EA are definitely slowly releasing more and more information about FIFA 22, so we're going to be covering that as always, as you're used to on this channel, that we learn you everything about FIFA, right? So, like always, I would just say, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so sometimes you might be seeing the camera on and sometimes it will be off because there is some information that might be blocked by my camera. But the competitive settings, so these settings will apply to all FUT rifles, FUT champions, online seasons, co-op seasons and pro clubs. Just read through it, like I'm not going to cover every single detail, but there's so many changes right now because your controller settings will be bound to these: contextual agile dribbling off, auto clearance off, auto flare pass, auto shots, assisted headers off, jockey being manual, and through pass assistance semi. So everybody that is playing Weekend League will have to play with these controller settings. This is, in my opinion, a great move in order to create a more balanced play field for everyone, and hopefully this really shows some skill gap in some certain cases where somebody's really good in defending, he's really doing it manual, for example, or playing through balls, for example. But yeah, there are some different controller settings as well that they have introduced in FIFA 22. Clearance assistance being directional. As I said, this is a new default option for clearances with ball trajectories, now following the left stick input as much as they can while trying to perform the earliest contact with the ball. I mean, these are just kind of these settings right now that we see, and in my opinion, again, it looks good because there's more stuff that being manual should be good, but yeah, we can't really judge it yet. That is the most important thing. But I'm liking the way that they are treating this right now, making a lot of the stuff more manual and trying to balance some features, as well as the clearance assistance. Like we see here, technical clearances. This is a new button combination: R1 or RB as slash circle or B. A new mechanic that always tries to kick the ball forward and as far as possible from the area. So this will be very good with crosses and corner kicks, for example, or when you're just trying to, you're being under pressure and he's just hovering it away, right, I guess. And as well, in FIFA 22, we will be looking at new tactics and instructions. As you can see here, the sliders are back. No 1 to 10 anymore, but 1 to 100 in case of yeah, adjusting your width and depth. And what we can see here is also the free roam instruction for the CDM and step up instructions for center backs and full backs. Especially the second one can have them step out of position and mark opposing attackers tighter when they are free to receive a ball. This is the inverse of the stick to position instruction. This is interesting. This might be something useful for pressure play, but I'm not really a huge fan of the AI just randomly stepping out with my my players. But anyway, this will be interesting to see how it works out, and at least it is something new that you can experiment with in FIFA 22. But this one is very interesting as well. The new attacking tactics. We have build-up play like we're used to sometimes with like fast build-up, but now it's chance creation and build-up play. We can see chance creation is like on direct passing, and then you have the slider with the width, and you still have the players in box, which is 1 to 10, quite familiar with, and then the corners and probably free kicks down below there. But yeah, we should be able to choose from like a couple different tactics. As we can see here, build-up play is on slow build-up, and yeah, as we can see in a second or two, there are some different options in here. There we are. Balance, slow build-up, long ball, and fast build-up. So for each of those, you can also create the chance creation, which isn't being spoken about a lot yet in this pitch notes. But like we can see here, forward runs and compared to the different one we saw earlier. But yeah, This tactic is used for a balanced team. Is balance obviously slow build up. Players will support more in attacking build up play rather than a direct approach with lots of forward runs. Long ball. This team will make runs for long balls. Well, fast build up. I think these are pretty much the same. Like they pretty much just changed possession into slow build up. Okay, that doesn't really make a lot of differences, but it's going to be interesting to see what the chance creation option actually does with like these forward runs, or maybe it's just like yes, slow also slow runs or something. Like I don't know what could be the possibility of that, but yeah, it's likely going to be like one certain meta, I think, in chance creation, because who doesn't want forward runs, right? As their tactic. There we go. Here are the chance creation tactics. Possession, players will provide more close support to the dribbling and attacking zone rather than going on forward runs. This tactic strengthens a short passing game to patiently wait for the chance to attack, but will rarely provide runs penetrating the opposing defensive line. Like, I guess you want to switch to that if you're up front. Some people might like it as preferred play style, but also this direct pass. And once the team enters the attacking zone while in possession, players will create chances by making runs for passes into space behind the opposing backline. Like strikers who are fast with a good attacking positioning attribute are usually well suited for this tactic. Like I can see that one working out very well. A forward runs, this tactic pushes players forward deep into attacking areas, but if you lose possession of the ball, you could find yourself into a counter attack. Okay, so that might be more of a comeback type of play style then, and direct passing might be just good in general. But we also still have balanced, and yeah, I think that's going to be most used in competitive. Then we also have new dribbling mechanics and skill moves, because they changed something. Apparently there's going to be a super knock on, the double flick the right stick forward. Knock on ball distance is farther if you flick and hold the right stick on the second flick than if you perform two consecutive flicks. So I want to say something about the dribbling. Like we've been hearing year in year out, we've been hearing a lot of dribbling, and hopefully now this will actually change because they took contextual agile dribbling off. We saw a lot of options last year with FIFA 21 dribbling, but it was all automatic pretty much because there was this contextual agile dribbling stuff, and people just were flicking their sticks and the player would do something. So hopefully this will change, because as we can see here, riding tackle touches allows you to dribble past some tackles with your LS input, left stick that is, depending on the timing of your dribbling inputs. Okay, should be rewarding skill, I guess. Better dribbling control at high speeds. This always good when releasing sprint. Okay, quicker turns and exits during dribbles. This could be a hard time to defend next year if this is really true. Added more player personality. Yeah, I mean, when reading that, I'm not sure, especially when sprinting, performing knock-ons. I mean, you will have some of these players then probably like Messi. Messi should dribble past everyone then, I think, pretty much. And so is Neymar, for example. So not really sure if that is the way to go, but makes sense in one way. Manual dink dribble touch. Press R3 during a dribble to perform a dink touch. I mean, it's, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think that is something that will just be not really that effective, but you never know. You never know. Contextual dink touch. Oh, contextual. Only enabled when the contextual agile dribbling option is turned on. So this won't be in like FUT champs or rivals or whatever. But this performs the dink dribble touches automatically. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, if that was the case in like FIFA 22 competitive, like it would be so annoying probably. But skill moves, there's going to be a lot of changes to skill moves, especially canceling skill moves. Remove skill move cancel for La Croqueta, Elastica Reverse, Elastica Scoop Turn. I think this is good because I think right now, somebody said it on Twitter as well, like you could be very good in FIFA 22 if you just knew how to cancel skill moves pretty much in the right areas. And then you would get past your opponent, no matter if they could defend... like if they read you, they still couldn't defend sometimes. That's the thing with the skill canceling. Reduced animation speed for bridge and directional nutmegs. Hopefully that is a really good patch. Drag backspin, 4 touch turn, step overs can now be cancelled. Like step overs cancelling, I mean Undersvergang is going to be very dangerous then, but drag to drag skill move can now be triggered by holding right stick backwards. The heel to heel skill move is more difficult to successfully perform. Don't really agree to that, but sometimes it was a bit too quick. New animations for directional nutmeg 90-degree turns. That doesn't sound too good. First time skill moves for balancing purpose. First time skill moves have the following changes. Certain moves cannot be performed first time, such as step over body fence in the bridge. Skill moves in first time situations will be harder to control, and first time skill moves will not work from driven passes. I mean, these all sound like fair updates, I guess you could call it, but I'm not really sure like how they're going to work out. Like everything sounds pretty good. Like thus far, I'm really excited about this FIFA coming up because there are some brilliant changes. And oh yeah, by the way, shout out to FUT Weekly Podcast and FUThead for releasing this, because these are the 4 new skill moves that I know that have been introduced: the skill bridge, the 4 touch skill, and the first time spin, the scoop turn fake. Well, you can read it. 2 4-star skills, 2 5-star skill moves, which should be very good. And yeah, I mean, what I'm saying here pretty much is that we're looking at a lot of patches right now and a lot of tweaks to the game that looks good, but we have to see how it works out. But I'm super excited because there are some very good changes in there that if they work the way they said it, it should be good. But yeah, it's just going to be a waiting game pretty much. We just have to see. Hopefully it works out, and yeah, I'm very excited for this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like just highlighting some very crucial information that we've gotten so far about FIFA 22, and I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Ciao ciao.